Adolescence is a time of change.
Okay, they're gonna be here in a second.
A time to fight for independence.
You okay, Susanna?
With loyal friends.
You can do this.
The group had several plots or ideas on how to kill Andrew's parents. Most of them were ridiculous.
Okay, all right, hurry up, they're coming. You better not miss, Susanna, I swear to God.
The final one wasn't.
Oh, this is disgusting. No wonder we have cockroaches. You can't let it build up like this, Susanna.
In Mansfield, Texas, Susanna Toledano is an awkward, shy 19-year-old.
It's the least you could do.
She only has one friend in the world,
Okay,
Chelsea Richardson.
I'll do them now. Thanks, hon. Look, I don't mean to be a bossy boots or anything, but fair is fair, you know? You're right.
Susanna was living at Chelsea's house because she and her mother did not get along. She and Chelsea had become fast friends when Susanna moved down from Illinois to Texas. Susanna felt obligated to Chelsea. Susanna was shy, and there she had a friend who would help her and be with her and make it so she wasn't so lonely.
Author Stella Sands says Susanna found the support she couldn't get from her family. But her new best friend isn't as generous as she appears.
It seemed that Chelsea always chose people she could manipulate. She liked to be in control, and she chose people who she could control. One person called her a master manipulator. Whatever she wanted, she would somehow get.
Chelsea desires an easier life, like that of her boyfriend, Andrew Walmsley.
Who wants a brown, you know?
Oh, nice one.
Andrew lived in Walnut Estates, which is a very fancy place of two-story homes, brick and stone, and he had everything that he ever wanted as a kid.
The hell are you doing?
Stop it!
Andrew and his sister live a privileged life thanks to their parents.
Cut it out! Your father's working.
Rick and Susanna Walmsley, by all accounts, loved each other very much.
They're still hot.
Oh, honey.
And were hardworking people who had really built up a life for themselves to live in this very affluent, beautiful neighborhood full of expensive homes and happy children and golf courses.
But as reporter Andrea Grimes discovered, the picture-perfect family was hiding secrets.
They would take great care to put on a facade in public that said, you know, we're very happy and we all love each other. That was challenged often by the behavior of the children.
Behind closed doors, Andrew is a violent young man.
Do I need the videotape now and go to the shop? No, don't do that.
When Andrew became frustrated, he would throw things.
Go get it! You want it? Yes, I want it! Have it! Are you crazy? That's the last straw. You're cut off, man.
When a child becomes violent with a parent, and that parent is not violent toward them,
No gas money, no allowance, nothing for you! I hate you, asshole!
it's forecasting doom.
Come on, babe.
Something bad is going to happen.
We're gonna have all the cars you want.
His new girlfriend encourages Andrew's growing
Let's
hate.
have that life we've been dreaming of.
Andrew's family thought that Chelsea was white trash
Just gotta think positive.
and that Andrew could do better than her, which fueled Andrew's dislike for his parents.
Come on, Drew. Your parents are loaded.
I told you, I got cut off. My dad's not giving me anything.
You're entitled to it. It's your birthright.
Soon, the teenage lovers start thinking the unthinkable.
Come on.
Allegedly, Chelsea is the one who came up with the idea of saying, you know, Andrew, you don't like your parents very much anyway, and, you know, they probably would get a sizable inheritance.
We're not gonna let them get away with this.
Let's just fantasize for a while about what it would be like for them to just die.
The idea is simple. Drew will inherit $1 million in life insurance and the valuable family home if his parents are dead.
Not only did they plan to kill the parents, but one of their plots was to kill Sarah, his sister, so that Andrew wouldn't have to share the insurance money and the $1.6 million home. And Andrew assumed somebody dies, you get it right away.
Within weeks, their crazy fantasy becomes real.
Hold it.
They're plotting murder without dirtying their own hands. They want their gullible new friend to do it for them.
God, you live here rent free. We drive you to work every day. I mean, we helped you out when you had trouble with your mom, remember? Drew's having trouble with his family. We're gonna help him out.
Andrew and Chelsea made Susanna feel as though she owed them something. That because of the friendship and the companionship they gave her, she needed to do something for them. And what they wanted her to do was kill Andrew's parents.
Come on, Susanna. You're my best friend. I need you.
Chelsea Richardson likes to get her own way. In 2003, that means persuading her best friend, Susanna Toledano, to kill her boyfriend's parents.
Susanna had a very low opinion of herself. If somebody asked her to sell the most Girl Scout cookies on the block, she would do that. If somebody asked her to murder someone, she would do that.
So where is this restaurant?
Somewhere down here on the left somewhere, she said.
Okay. I'm hungry. How about you guys?
Yeah.
The Walmsleys are rich. Their disgruntled son Andrew and his new girlfriend, Chelsea, want their money now.
Get ready, they're gonna be here in a second.
Susanna, you're okay?
They actually attempted to shoot the gas tanks on the family car.
You can do this.
They believed if they just shot a bullet into the gas tank, the car would blow up, no more family. Insurance money comes the next day, and, you know, they ride off into the sunset together.
Okay, here they come. Get ready. Come on.
All right, make sure you get the gas tank.
Their first murder attempt is almost comical.
Ready?
Now!
Oh my God, you missed! How did you miss?
What was that?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
What was it?
Somebody just shot at us.
The Walmsleys realized they had been shot at.
Are you serious?
That was Drew.
Just calm down.
It was Drew. I swear to God, that was Drew's car.
And saw Andrew drive away in the white Mustang that they had bought for him.
Whether or not they knew this was Andrew in their hearts, or whether or not they chose to believe that it was not their son, life went on after this. They didn't press any charges. They didn't have the police investigate Andrew. Life just went on.
It's a fatal mistake. The second murder attempt is chillingly direct.
They went into the house, and Susanna was still scared. They tried to prop her up and say, "You can do it, you can do it." And finally, Chelsea pushed her into the living room. She went in, she saw the mother lying on the couch asleep. She took the gun and shot her in the side of the head. The husband heard the sound. He was in the bedroom.
Who the hell are you?
She shot at him several times. And then he came at her. And they started really fighting. So that's when Chelsea brought out the knives. And that's when Susanna started stabbing him. And stabbed him some 21 times.
Susanna, go and save Andrew's mom, now!
The mother died immediately from a gunshot to the head. But Chelsea told Susanna to go back and make sure she's dead. Susanna knifed her 18 times. Parents don't often wish to think that their children can do them any harm. Probably from Mr. Walmsley's point of view, he had given his son everything he wanted. He had given him a lovely home and a car, and here was his own son murdering him. Nobody has come up with another motivation for this besides pure greed. Here are two wonderful people dead, and who gets what out of this? Well, money. That's all.
Sarah Walmsley is lucky she isn't home. But she is deeply suspicious and files papers to block her brother's inheritance, accusing him of murdering their parents. But it's physical evidence that cracks the case. Rick Walmsley holds his killer's identity in his hand.
In his hand were some hairs that they took for DNA testing. When the results came back, people were shocked. It was not Chelsea, it was not Andrew, but it was Chelsea's friend, Susanna's hairs.
Facing a death sentence, Susanna gives up her friends.
She flipped almost immediately and pointed the finger at Chelsea first and then Andrew.
The crazy dream is quickly over.
I think Andrew was much, much angrier at his father than anyone knew. And when he hooked up with Chelsea, she fed into his need to take control of his situation. Chelsea was a master manipulator, and frankly, Andrew wasn't very bright. In the battle of wits with Chelsea, he was really unarmed. And Susanna, easy, easy, easy pickings. And they got her to do the dirty work.
Andrew Walmsley is sentenced to life in prison. Susanna is spared death row. She also gets life. The harshest penalty is saved for the master manipulator, Chelsea Richardson. She's sentenced to death and is living on death row. Police officer Glenn Turner was too young to die. Just 31, he has suffered a slow, agonizing death.
He called me on the phone. He was just deathly sick. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel like I'm about to die. You could actually hear the shaking in his voice as he talked.
While Glenn's family and colleagues mourn, one person barely sheds a tear. His wife.
My gut instinct at that very moment, and for those first few days, was that she had done something to him.
Oh, my baby!
Press County 201.
76 low.
Roger that.
There are certain women who are attracted to cops.
Cop Connor, go to job 791.
Right, running.
Roger.
Lynn Turner is one of those women.
Some women have a neurotic attraction to power.
Very good. Even better than I've seen you.
And uniforms, badges, they represent power and authority in our society.
Working in police radio dispatch, the glamorous 22-year-old is surrounded by the men she craves. But Lynn Turner's smile hides a darker side.
She has an aggressive personality, a manipulative personality, a controlling personality.
In Cobb County, Georgia, police officer Mike Archer knew her as a woman to keep well away from.
She didn't have a real good reputation, and she was just kind of sneaky.
Lynn was dangerous to any man who had a wallet and a badge.
After hours, Lynn stalks the officer's favorite bars in Marietta, Georgia. It's here she meets Officer Glenn Turner.
Glenn didn't have any enemies. Glenn just got along with everybody, and he was very gullible. Just a very easygoing, likable, big teddy bear guy.
Singled out by the sexy brunette, Glenn falls quickly under her spell.
Fairly attractive lady. And for Glenn, it was, Glenn wasn't the best looking guy. He wasn't in the best physical shape. He wasn't chiseled or anything. But and for Glenn, Lynn was a catch.
Just 2 months later, Glenn announces his engagement.
I was just shocked. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Simply because her background didn't fit Glenn's personality.
I missed you. I missed Jeff.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, let me pop.
Oh, okay.
It seems like a happy marriage. But Glenn soon finds his classy wife is a big spender.
Sweetheart. So, tell me about your day.
Lynn would use sex and gifts to get a man interested in her.
Got a little bit there, there you are.
But once she married Glenn, the sex stopped. She wasn't really in love with him. She was in love with what his money could do for her.
2 years on, Glenn Turner has had enough. He wants a divorce. But Lynn wants his money. And she'll get more if her husband is dead. Then, Glenn is struck by a mystery illness.
I mean, he just called me on the phone, said, I'm just so sick. I've had extreme diarrhea. I mean, I'm throwing up. I've been throwing up for 2 days. I can't stop. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel like I'm about to die.
Days later, the healthy police sergeant is dead.
Or Judith Fannin, who had called me and told me that they found Glenn dead in bed.
Mr. Detective, I came up here to see if he wanted a glass of water, and he was dead.
Instinctively, Glenn's police buddies are suspicious.
I took him to the hospital earlier, and they sent him home. They said he'd be okay.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Oh,
We had the discussion about the possibility that Lynn had done something to Glenn. And everybody was in agreement that we thought something had happened.
The autopsy says a virus simply caused Glenn's big heart to stop.
Get me out of here.
I accepted it. I said, okay, you know, he got sick, and he pretty much, that's what got him.
After the funeral, Lynn collects Glenn's insurance payout and quickly leaves town, straight into the arms of a new police officer, Randy Thompson. Six years later, Mike Archer gets a chilling phone call.
And I said, what is it? He goes, no, you really need to sit down. I sat down, and he said, they found Randy, and Randy was about 32 years of age. He said, they found Randy dead in his bed yesterday morning.
His mind races to one conclusion.
I mean, then I knew she had done something. I knew they were going to be connected. I mean, I was just, skin, my hair was all up on the back of my neck. I mean, it was just my heart was pounding. I said, something's up, something's up.
Lynn Turner loves a man in uniform.
There were two things in life very important to Lynn. One was that her husband be a cop. The other was that she be able to spend a lot of money.
The problem is, Lynn's men in uniform keep dying.
Lynn was a black widow in every sense of the word. She mated, she killed, and moved on to the next person.
When 32-year-old Randy Thompson falls ill, it seems like a severe flu.
He was treated for the symptoms, diagnosed with gastritis, and then released with medication.
Come on, keep it.
People talked to him the next day. He seemed to be getting better. So it was a surprise then when he was discovered dead.
On its own, Randy's death doesn't seem strange. But Lynn Turner has lost a man before.
Oh, get away from me! Oh, my baby!
Glenn Turner's sudden death left his fellow officers suspicious. When they hear about Randy Thompson, they hit the phones.
I knew right then that Lynn had, murdered both of them. And there was no doubt in my mind, Lynn married both of them, and both of them was for money.
Get me out of here.
For money and for greed.
You had young men about the same age. They were both healthy. They should not have died just having the flu. What these two men had in common at the times that they died were this woman.
A red flag is up. The medical examiner is looking for something suspicious.
During the autopsy of Randy, the medical examiner discovered crystals in the kidneys, which was an indication of poisoning.
Six years after his death, Glenn Turner's body is exhumed. He, too, has an awful secret.
Ultimately, they both died of ethylene glycol poisoning.
Ethylene glycol is a liquid found in the garages of millions of Americans. Most people know it as antifreeze. To Lynn Turner, it's a murder weapon, hidden in a bowl of Jell-O.
Ethylene glycol is a slightly sweet, odorless substance. It can be disguised rather easily in Jell-O or tea or a soft drink. But once it's ingested, within a matter of several hours, the individual begins to get extremely sick. They will experience headache, confusion, abdominal pain. They will be disoriented. And frequently, they will start to experience abnormal bleeding in their body as well.
You know, at any time, certainly while she watched these men suffer, she could have decided that she didn't want to do this, that it was not the right thing to do. She actually had the opportunity to stop it.
Lynn killed with antifreeze because it was easy. She didn't have to get dirty or bloody or stab him or anything like that. And she could secretly put it in something he was eating or drinking and quietly kill him. She thought she could get away with it.
Found guilty of 2 counts of murder. She was sentenced to life without parole.
When they said guilty, 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 I mean, it was just, it's like a load had been lifted off of you. I mean, it was just like, you know, thank God. Especially for Glenn's family.
I think she's broken and can't be fixed. And there's just some inner core to her that she doesn't have, that bit of humanity that the rest of us do.
Lynn Turner died in prison in August 2010. A deal is going down in upstate New York, in the town of Poughkeepsie.
I want to show you, I made a cut back from here, and I've taken out a bit from there.
That's not what I'm interested in.
A developer needs city approval for his water plans.
Take that.
But city representative Fred Andros wants something in return.
Do you want your permit or not?
Fred was able to shake down companies very easily, and they would have to pay him off. If they didn't do what he said, Fred wouldn't give them the permits, they wouldn't be able to open their buildings. Simple as that.
Fred Andros has a strange power over people in business and in private. For the past 20 years, he's had an on-again, off-again affair with Dawn Silvernail.
You have no choice. I owe him a favor. You owe me a favor.
Now in her 50s, married with children, Dawn seems almost under his spell.
Okay.
For some reason, he was able to get women to trust him. And, you know, Dawn fell into that same category.
Crime writer M. William Phelps says from the time Dawn first met Fred, she could never really escape.
Dawn didn't really want to be romantic with Fred. She just no connection with him. So she takes off for this job down south, and she never told Fred where she was going. But she gets a call one day from Fred, and Fred says, "You can't hide from me. I know where you are at all times."
Over the years, Dawn has relied on Fred for money. In return, he or his associates receives sex.
Fred's power over Dawn didn't happen overnight. It happened over years. From the very first time Dawn was corrupted by him, she became his to do anything he wanted her to do.
Dawn isn't Fred's only plaything. He's also having an affair with Susan Fassett, a policeman's wife. Occasionally, he gets the two women together for his sexual gratification.
Get your robes off.
Fred decides that he wants Susan to have sex with another woman while he videotapes it. And Susan says, okay, I'll do it, because she wants to do anything to make Fred happy, I guess.
Fred, I don't want to do this. I don't think I can do it.
Get undressed.
I think Fred was able to control Susan and Dawn because they were afraid of him. After the very first time Susan had an intimate contact with Fred, he could use that against her in the future. She was married. She did have children. Dawn knew that he knew all the bad things she had done. I think they felt trapped.
Dawn is also embroiled in Fred's shady shakedowns at the water department.
She picked up several envelopes of money while Fred was ongoing with his corruption scandal. She went along with this and made some extra money by helping Fred out.
But Fred's corruption is about to be exposed. Captain Arthur Boyko from the Poughkeepsie Major Crime Unit was there.
He was under a corruption scandal and was a witness in a federal probe into his position as a town of Poughkeepsie water supervisor.
Yeah.
With the federal investigation looming, everyone is on edge.
Blueprint are okay, but there's something wrong with the specifications. Well, look, I haven't done the permits. I haven't seen the specifications.
Susan decides she wants to distance herself.
I'll bring it back. Bye. Take him back.
No, Fred, it's over.
He had told her about some of these things. So he kind of made it seem to her like, you're involved as much as I am.
I love you, Susan.
Don't, not now.
And Fred could not take rejection. It was something he just couldn't take. So he turned rejection into revenge.
Be careful, Susan. Don't do anything you're gonna regret.
Fred is in deep trouble. Susan, a policeman's wife, can bring him down. He needs a fix. So he turns to his old girlfriend, ever reliable, Dawn Silvernail.
Fred says, well, I need you to do me a favor. That woman that you've been having sex with, that I've been videotaping, you need to kill her for me.
Dawn Silvernail has known Fred Andros for 20 years. He's been her friend, her lover, her financier.
What the hell?
Now he wants his return.
They look like surveillance photographs almost of Dawn's son, smoking a cigarette on the back dock where he works. There's a picture of Dawn's aunt walking her dog. And Fred says, you see these? You don't want anything to happen to these people, do you, Dawn?
Fred wants Dawn to be his assassin. The target is Susan Fassett, Fred's ex-lover, and Dawn's ex-sex partner.
Sure be a shame if there was a drive-by shooting and your son was shot.
She was in fear for her safety and well-being as well as her family members, and that's what helped motivate her to do this crime.
It will be a cold-blooded execution when Susan walks to her car after choir practice.
Fred was certainly the mastermind behind the whole thing, provided Dawn with all the details where Susan would be, the time that she would be leaving the choir practice, and pretty much gave her everything she needed to commit the murder.
So Dawn parks right next to Susan's car, knowing that she's gonna come out at some point. And she just waited.
She was in the passenger side of her car. She had a ski mask on.
Had the gun in her hand, and she put the seat back in her car. So when Susan walked out, she wouldn't even see her. She keeps looking, and she sees Susan walk out of the church, walk across the street. Susan gets in her car, closes the door, and as Susan is putting her seatbelt on,
she sat up and pointed the gun out the window and fired and kept firing.
Dawn just kind of unloaded the gun. A lot of the bullets hit Susan Fassett.
Six shots don't kill Susan instantly. She will die 2 hours later in the hospital.
Susan was an innocent. She did nothing wrong except probably try to break up with the wrong guy.
Fred Andros is used to getting his way. But the weight of guilt will break Dawn's 20 years of subservience.
I can't do this.
What do you mean you can't do it?
She turns herself in.
Susan had family, 2 sons that loved her, and I think the emotional part of it eventually got to Dawn.
And there will be no deal when police arrive to arrest Fred.
Fred attempted to take his own life by shooting himself right underneath the chin, and the bullet exited between his eyes and then struck a wall right at the top of the stairwell where myself and one of the other investigators were standing.
Fred lives to be found guilty of second-degree murder and sentenced to 25 years. 2 years later, he dies of a heart attack. Dawn Silvernail is convicted of murder. She is currently serving a life sentence.
I think Dawn was only dangerous as long as Fred had something over her. And when that factor was removed from her life, she would have no reason to hurt anyone. She wasn't a criminal. He turned her into one.
Dawn's remorse continues to this day.
She says that there's not a night that goes by in prison that she doesn't have nightmares about this crime.
Most actions have a motive.
Hey there! This hill's a little steep to be walking up.
Right or wrong,
Come on, jump in!
they can usually be explained.
Come on.
For Penny, this was just a fluke, just something that she always wanted to do.
But sometimes they cannot.
From the moment she got in his car, he was a dead man.
San Francisco in the 1950s. It's a time of hope, of excitement, a time to rock and roll.
So has Chuck asked you to the prom yet?
Not yet. I don't know if he's going to. He's taking so long.
Oh, don't worry. He's just nervous.
But for Penny Bjorklund, it's a time of dark fantasy.
Oh, hi, Penny.
We were sitting there and she came and sat.
Know what I have in this shoebox? No.
She says, "You don't know what's in my shoebox." I said, "No, I don't know what's in your shoebox."
What is that for?
I just remember her as being crazy.
Darlene Norrie Ferguson knew Penny at school.
She was just strange. How many girls take a shoebox with a knife in it to school on a regular basis?
Penny isn't aggressive.
Why are you carrying that around?
She doesn't threaten her classmates. She's just playing with curiosity.
For Penny, it was a game.
That girl's got problems.
She just wanted to see how the whole thing played out, because this thing was just a flight of fancy for her.
Author David Kolchak says young Penny's fantasies would come to rule her life.
Penny was a loner. She was in her own world that was pretty deep, and she had a hard time telling the difference between reality and what isn't reality. I think she was a very confused teenager.
Penny's strangeness just isolates her more.
She was very a strange person, and we really stayed away from her.
Darlene thinks after graduation, she'll never see Penny again. But she's wrong. Fate will ensure they have a deadly connection.
Here we go, honey. Ready.
Oh, it smells amazing.
By the age of 18, Darlene is married to a handsome young war veteran, August Norrie.
Maybe you should do this more often.
No.
Augie was a very, very happy, jovial, friendly man. Very good-natured, patient, just really a wonderful man.
Oh, this just looks perfect.
Darlene is making plans for the future with her new husband. At the same age, Penny's life is at a standstill.
Penny, you ready yet?
Penny was a troubled teenage girl.
Come on! Get out of bed! Come on, Penny!
I'm not going.
She didn't care for her mother. She would go so far as to say she hated her mother, and she hated her for many, many years.
You are going to church!
She hated the fact that she had to go to church and that she had a religious upbringing.
No!
But lots of kids feel that.
What's wrong with you?
Get out of my room!
Penny seems distracted from ordinary life. She's lost in her dark fantasies.
She started fantasizing about what it would be like to shoot someone. And it became an obsession. She thought about it all the time. How she would do it, who she would do it to.
Former FBI profiler Candice DeLong says fantasies often form to escape a bad experience. but not in Penny's case.
Penny's motivation is unlike any that I've ever seen. Penny was never able to articulate where that thought came from. There did not appear to be any reason for it. No psychological problems, no history of abuse, nothing.
Penny is turning her fantasy into reality. She starts with targets.
She wanted to know what it was like to kill somebody. She wanted to know if she would feel any guilt or shame about it. Who it was just a random thing.
Soon, targets will not be enough.
Did you hear from the neighbors about that job?
I did. I spoke to Bob.
On the other side of town, the Norries are keen to start a family.
Bob's job tomorrow.
Augie takes a second job to save money.
He was the type that if we didn't have money, he went out and got another job and then made more money. He said, we don't have enough money, I'll go make more.
Augie gets a weekend gardening job that takes him across town to the hills south of Daly City. Penny's favorite place for target practice. Augie is in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He had no idea that his life was going to end in minutes.
Like most teenagers, Penny Bjorklund is a dreamer. But her fantasies are dark. She has an overwhelming desire to shoot someone.
She wanted to know what it was like to kill somebody. She wanted to know if she would feel any guilt or shame about it. It was just something that was always in her mind, if she could kill someone and not feel anything.
Penny has a gun, but she needs a target.
She had decided that that day was going to be the day she shot and killed someone. And that is what was on her agenda for the day when August Norrie came by and offered her a ride.
Hey there. This hill's a little steep to be walking up. Come on in. Come on.
Helpful gardener, August Norrie, stops for the wrong girl.
Picking up someone to take them to where they wanted to be was certainly not anything that one would consider dangerous in 1959, let alone an 18-year-old girl.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, cut it out! That's how accidents happen. Gotta be careful with guns. I've been to Korea. I've seen what they can do.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it's not pretty. You don't ever want to see that.
But that's exactly what Penny does want to see. Years of fantasy finally come to life.
You're wrong about me. I do want to see what a gun can do.
No, no!
Penny pulled out her .38 caliber revolver and emptied it into August Norrie. She walked around the car, opened the door, and fired 6 more times into him. She shot him in every part of his body. Then she reloaded again and shot him 6 more times. He was dead the first time she shot him. So it was a real big case of overkill.
Penny shoots 18 bullets into August Norrie.
She did it because she wanted to. She wanted to know what it felt like to pull the trigger, and she did it over and over and over. When she ran out of bullets, she was done.
The next day, a passerby finds Augie's body, riddled with holes.
They all thought it was a crime of passion. They all thought this guy had to have a girlfriend. Who else would shoot somebody 18 times? And it had to have been a lover's quarrel.
The only police witness seems to support the theory.
Around that area on that Sunday, a young boy saw a young blonde female driving her car erratically and told the police. So they thought, this is the woman. This is the person we're looking for.
Ballistic tests also help police zero in on the killer. They trace the casings to a blonde girl who likes to shoot in the hills.
Penny didn't try to hide. In fact, when she was arrested by the police and they searched her room, they found headlines.
Penny is dying to tell her story.
I shot him in the chest. And then I went outside and I shot him 4 times. Bang, 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 bang.
She really didn't have a grip about how serious a thing that she had done. She had taken someone's life, but it didn't mean anything to her.
Why'd you shoot him so many times, Penny?
Well, for a year and a half now, I've been dreaming about what it would be like to shoot someone.
Penny claims after the murder, she felt a strong sense of relief. She said she felt like a burden had been relieved from her, that the weight of the world had been lifted from her shoulders by pulling that trigger and killing someone.
Okay, I think that should just wrap it up.
The senseless killing shocks San Francisco.
We're done. Thank you, Penny.
A loving husband brutally murdered to satisfy a teenage curiosity.
She wanted to immediately plead guilty. She did not even want a trial. She said, I did it. That's all there's to it. I wanted to know how it felt. No need for a trial. Just take me to prison, I guess.
Because the murder is random, not premeditated, Penny Bjorklund is convicted of the lesser crime of second-degree murder. 9 years later, she is released on parole. For widow Darlene Norrie, fate has been especially cruel. The strange schoolgirl claimed one more victim.
I probably found out a month after he was murdered that I was pregnant.
Her daughter, Cindy, never meets her father.
I remember when I had Cindy, and I was in the hospital, and this woman was in there with me, and she was all upset because her husband wasn't there right at that moment. And I kept thinking, but at least he's gonna come, you know. So that was probably the hardest thing for me, is when I had the baby.
Today, no one knows the whereabouts of Penny Bjorklund. Sometimes the strangest things get into a woman's head.
She simply wasn't considering the consequences.
She surrenders to passion and to faith. And before long,
Brian explained it would be sort of a merciful thing to do.
there is no turning back.
He needed somebody else to do this to put her out of her misery.
It's a real enigma that someone so normal could commit such an act.
It's 1990 in Colorado Springs. Jennifer Reale is wishing she never married her soldier husband, Ben. He's strict, controlling, judgmental.
Have you been using that gym membership I got you?
Yeah, why?
Your ass looks like Jell-O.
What do you expect after you've had 2 kids?
Her husband was emotionally abusive, always denigrating what she was doing. She never could do anything good enough, well enough for him.
Been going to the gym twice a week.
It's not showing.
She was not living the life that she had intended for herself. She had sacrificed her dreams and had become this army wife.
Give me those.
They're not done.
I don't care.
She felt trapped, and she was not living up to her potential, and I think that created a huge frustration within her.
Jennifer's misery will soon have company.
Hi, mind if I join you?
His name is Brian Hood, a dashing 30-something with a sad story of his own. His wife, Diane, has an immune disease called lupus. She needs constant care.
He was very disappointed that his wife had lupus. She wasn't the same person that he married.
I sell life insurance.
Jennifer and Brian hit it off.
Brian Hood lit a spark in Jennifer's life that she hadn't felt for a long time.
That spark erupts a month later when Jennifer is home alone. Brian makes a house call to sell her insurance, but ends up with a better deal.
Sorry.
No, you're right.
Jennifer is torn between pent-up passion and family responsibilities. She has 2 children who need her.
I hate to ask, but an iron I can borrow.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh.
But she has her own needs, too.
The first time Jennifer and Brian had intimate relations in her home, Jennifer was swept away. There was no returning.
The couple give in to their passion in the laundry room. For the first time in a long while, Jennifer Reale feels the warmth of a loving man.
Sexual arousal, affection, excitement, and he praised her. He lavished her with compliments, and in doing so, criticized her husband.
This would be no ordinary affair. According to Brian, it was sanctioned by God.
But I won in the eyes of God.
What Jennifer didn't realize is that Brian was not only as dominating as her husband, but worse.
In the coming months, Brian will use religion to plant ideas in Jennifer's mind.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you that whosoever I say unto you that whosoever shall put away his wife, and whosoever shall let flee with no man his son, righteous.
He presented a picture of them being able to live happily ever after with their collective 5 children if both of their spouses were removed from the picture.
Thou shalt not commit adultery.
To Jennifer, it's an attractive idea. But there's one thing in the way. Brian's sick wife, Diane,
It would be so much easier for him if his wife simply died.
The cause of fornication causeth her to commit adultery.
Brian suggests a mercy killing.
Right life, wrong woman.
Part of the way that he convinced her was to use these Bible passages to convince her that it was God's will that Diane should die and that Jenny should relieve her of her suffering.
Jennifer is being asked to murder. Somehow, in her mind, she's starting to feel it's the right thing to do. For the victim, for her new lover, and for God.
Right life, wrong woman.
That's my first experience with anybody using the Bible to manipulate somebody to do a cold-blooded murder. Especially when the Bible says you shall not kill.
Soon, Jennifer will defy the Bible and her instincts. Disillusioned housewife Jennifer Riali is having a steamy affair with insurance salesman Brian Hood. But they're plotting more than illicit liaisons.
All the medication is doing is just prolonging her suffering. I can't stand being around her any longer. I think the best thing for all of us would be if she would just die.
Brian is convincing his lover that God wants to take his sick wife, and Jennifer should do the taking.
Brian Hood manipulated Jennifer Riali into doing this by using biblical phrases, trying to convince her that it was okay to kill for the purpose of putting Diana out of her misery, and that if she repented afterwards, she would be fine.
It's simply putting a woman out of her misery. It's what God wants.
She, I believe, had been beaten down by her husband and then by Brian Hood to the point where she probably didn't have control of her own volition. She felt under tremendous pressure and just wanted to get whatever was going to happen over with.
Eventually, Jennifer surrendered to the plan that Brian had developed.
The plan is for Jennifer to jump Diane Hood when she leaves a community center meeting. Brian wants it to look like a robbery gone wrong.
You will then run at her and attempt to snatch her back. When she resists, you will shoot her twice. There's got to be 2 shots. She's got to be dead.
She changed into army fatigues, some of which belonged to her husband, some of which she had purchased, and a ski mask. And she waited till 8:30 till the meeting let out.
I can't believe how well you do. Oh, thank you. I'm feeling much better. The doctor says I'm almost normal. What's your secret? Take it, it's yours. I've been shot.
She was on the ground begging for her life. I'm sure she was about as scared as one could be. Jennifer stood directly over her, cocked this single-action .45 automatic, and fired the second round, subsequently killing her.
She shot her twice because she had been told, you must shoot twice to make sure that Diane was dead.
The crime snaps Jennifer back to reality.
The next morning, she woke up and realized what she'd done. She was horrified by what had happened. And she's told us that it was like awakening from a deep sleep.
And it was very soon after that Jennifer confessed to the crime in full.
No, do you want to tell me what happened?
Jennifer tries to explain why she took an innocent life. No one in the family can believe it.
I was very surprised when I learned what Jenny had done because it was so far out of character. When I learned about the coercive manner in which Brian dealt with her, it began to make sense. And when I learned that she had confessed to her horror that she had done it, that made sense to me. That's who I thought she was.
Jennifer's testimony helps convict Brian Hood. He claims innocence, but is found guilty of criminal solicitation and murder conspiracy. He's sentenced to 37 years. Jennifer is found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life. Her father will spend the next 20 years trying to understand.
I have between 13 and 14 feet of bookshelf, and I've read every one of them. Every kind of psychology you can think of. I just needed to learn how this could have happened.
His conclusion: persuasion can be a murder weapon.
Coercive persuasion. And a great many salespeople avail themselves of this method. And frequently they are, like Brian was, a psychology major in college.
I think Jennifer Reale, had she never met Brian Hood, probably would never have killed anybody.